Hello, Mr. and Mrs. America and all conservatives across the sea. I was instructed by the Rock Princess to retake this video and make it shorter. So I'm going to try to squeeze 15 minutes of babble into 5 minutes. And just to warn you in advance, since you may see this down here, it is Lady Liberty holding up Osama's head. I am not a turncoat. Now, what I wanted to discuss was the Mark Halperin interview with Ted Cruz. And I'm not going to call him a racist because the race card has been so used. It is so wore out. And I'm not going to give the left any sort of satisfaction by calling them racist because I can just imagine what the hell they will do with that. But let's talk about Mark Halperin's questions. First question: do you put yourself down as Hispanic when you applied to Princeton? Well, I really do hate that stupid question. And I'm talking about the question that you have to fill out. What is your race? I always give one of two answers. The first one is, if it's available, is I prefer not to answer this, so I'm giving them a giant middle finger because it's a stupid question. The other one is I'll put down other. And why do I put down other? Because there is no answer that fits me. I'm an American. I'm a mutt. I am 13 races. And I do not know the exact legal specifics of, should I claim my Sioux heritage? Should I claim Mexican, Greek? Well, I know I can claim Greek. I'm half Greek. But there's no Greek minority. So I can't claim that because I guess I'm white. But am I white if I'm half Greek? I don't know. And I don't know the percentages either. So it's a stupid question. It's a way to categorize us, to turn around, put us in little categories. So bureaucrats can turn around, point to us and go, yes, they are in this section. They are in that section. No, I'm an American. It's one section, or get the hell out. The other question was, food. I love food, but Cuban food. And he said his grandparents, I got more Greek food from my aunt and uncle than I did from my parents because my father married the mutt and I became super mutt. Added one more race to it. Then there was, I'm going to skip the other question because it's escaping me, but the one that really irked everyone was, can you welcome Bernie Sanders to the race in Espanol? Now, this is where the stupidity of Halperin really shows. And if I'm screwing up his name, too bad. I've only read it, I haven't heard it, and I don't care. I don't care if I'm screwing up your name because you're an idiot. Let me explain something to you, Mark. My grandparents came from Greece in the 1920s. Guess what? They both spoke fluent Greek because they were from Greece. Now, you go on down the family tree, one generation. My aunt and my uncle both married full-blooded Greeks. So they spoke in the household Greek and English to various amounts and degrees. All of their children spoke Greek with a certain amount of fluency. Myself, on the other hand, because my father married someone who only spoke English, the language they communicated in was English. So guess what? I only know enough Greek to get my face slapped and my ass kicked. That's it. Now, continuing down my family tree, my cousins married different people. A couple of them married full-blooded Greeks and who spoke Greek, and their children speak Greek fluently. Other cousins married someone of a different race, be it an American. One cousin in Texas, he married a California Mexican. I'm not sure about her family tree. I'm not sure if she even spoke Spanish. But all of their children only learned limited amount of Greek, but a perfect mastery of English. And you know why, Mark? Because this is the melting pot. The melting pot means that you assimilate. And all of these children that my grandparents brought into this world became Americans. My grandparents became Americans. They assimilated, they became Americans, they spoke English in public, and they added their Greek culture and background to what already existed around them. And hopefully they improved upon it. This is what it means to be a melting pot. It does not mean holding on to your background. It means accepting a better future. And it is the better future that has brought people to this country for over 200 years. So this bull that we have to hold on to who we were because it's somehow better than who we are. Well, if it's so much better than who we are, then we should have stayed over whence we came from. And if you do think that things were so much better someplace else, go there and prove to us that you're right. Just leave your passport at the border and your citizenship along with it. Thank you very much to all of my friends and dear people that I cherish so much on the right. Much love. To all of you on the left, sit and spin.